If you struggle to slow down, I hope my sharing in this video today will help in some way. We all know we need to rest more in this modern day of age of fast-paced lifestyle, food, and social media. But what is it mean to slow down and actually rest? So last week I was really busy with work and professionally and with personal life commitments. And on Thursday, the Wednesday night, the night before a big event where I had to do consultations for a press event, I was up on the up in the middle of the night on the toilet in pain, passing blood in my urine. I realized that it was the start of a urine tract infection and had to wait until the next day to get antibiotics. Luckily, I found some painkillers in my cabinet, which I took, and I managed to fall asleep. Only got 3 hours of sleep. I managed to get through the day, but I was really running on adrenaline. In the next few days, I had teaching for from 9 to 6 o'clock. It was a long day for the whole weekend, and I was tired, and I could feel my body telling me to slow the F down. Have you ever felt that you want to slow down, but your mind keep racing? You feel that you're in your head and you're always thinking of the next thing that you need to do, list after list. And your body will tell you that it's going too fast. You will know, or if you don't know, it will give you an infection to stop you at your tracks. I haven't had a urine UTI for many years now, and having that just made me realize that okay, you're 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 speeding up again. You need to slow back down again. And maybe for you, it could be joint pains, it could be migraines, it could be period pains, or even skin breakouts as well. It could be a sign that your stress hormone cortisol is so high that it affects your immunity, affects your sleep, and affects your repair as well. At the end of the day, how we glow is a balance between wear and tear in the body and rest and repair. And when we're on go, 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 it's difficult to rest and repair. When we're younger, we have a bigger capacity to do so, and we have more room for overspill of cortisol. But as we get older, our hormones change, our energy capacity changes as well. So it's not the same. We don't have that same reserves. And even, I, I, I mean, for myself, I burn out twice in my life, age of 30 years old, and another one at the age of 40 in the decades. And both times, I didn't listen to my body. It was all go, 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 and almost ignoring the signs and symptoms that was coming up. So I think the first thing for me was learning how to listen to my body and be aware of how I respond when I'm rushing around. And it will be different from you. And in the moment of rushing, it can be quite intoxicating and enticing, rewarding because you get the high of validation, external validation, the high of people wanting more of you, saying that you're doing a good job, or sometimes we don't get that. We feel that we need to push more to get more, to feel that we are doing enough, they are worthy, and there are different stages of what we call stress and adrenal dysregulation. And so, or different levels of burnout. And so the first level, first phase when our cortisol is high or stress hormone is high, and that's when we feel excited. We feel, remember another video I mentioned, cortisol is it's our warrior hormone, it's our hunter. It pulls in glucose, the fuel of our body, into our brain to be focused, to be sharp, and into our muscles to run, to go. So we always feel like we're moving forward. We can move forward. We can be ambitious. We can get things done. Really, and there's some periods that we need to do that. Timeline, projects. There are seasons, and, and when we're there, okay, then naturally it will go down naturally, okay, because our cortisol is not meant to be high all the time. Problem arises when we are switched on all the time. So when the cortisol is high and it's consistently high, whether because we're artificially trying to push it more by caffeine, exercise, like extreme exercise, fasting and exercising at the same time. So it pushes our cortisol a lot. Or stimulants as well, energy drinks. That at nighttime we can't seem to switch off, that we need alcohol to kind of decompress. So when that happens, that's like the second phase is called wired by tired, is when our cortisol is dysregulated. It doesn't know how to switch off on its own. It's always almost constantly high. So you can feel this when in at nighttime you get like a second wind of feeling lots of energy. So you wake up, you feel energized, but in the afternoon you get a dip, and maybe you need coffee again to feel energized, and then at nighttime you get a second wind of energy, and then you crash. Hopefully you crash to sleep, or you find it difficult to sleep because you drank coffee or alcohol, because alcohol though makes you fall asleep but actually breaks your sleep. You wake up a lot afterwards. And the final stage of adrenal dysregulation is when your body can't produce any more cortisol. It struggles to. So it's like the car, the pedal and the brakes. So it's like you're pressing on the brakes or pressing on the accelerator so much. In time, it will wear out, and your car will struggle to move. Okay, it's like sputtering and everything, and that's when we can get autoimmune problems. We can get really bad hormonal imbalance, and yeah, we physically burn out. So slowing down is, in a way, it's a lifesaver. We need it. We definitely need it to rest and recover. However, I am very aware that many of us, me included, feel resting is not safe. I may give you an example. If I'm tired, I take a nap in the afternoon. When I wake up, I actually feel guilty. It's really the weirdest thing. I mean, if I'm on my own, I'm single, I don't feel guilty. I mean, that's for me. I mean, I believe anyway, but I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and I feel I have responsibilities like, getting dinner ready, making sure my son does his homework, and all the shoulds. And I had to really process and look at, where is this guilt coming from resting? I struggle to um what's it word? To lie in. I really struggle to lie. I wish I would love to lie in, but I feel like I want to get up and do things. And I feel I'm being productive in the day. I said only if I'm very unwell, it's like I'm bedridden, it's like my body is forcing me to go to bed. Then I stay in bed. And my so for me, I had to learn to schedule rest. So for me, gym is part of rest for me. I do it normally in the evening or after lunch, after I've done my creative work in the morning. And it's just my time to just switch off, listen to music, and just be in my body. Previously, I was more like push, 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 kind of, kind of carry heavy, pull heavy, push heavy. But now I'm just enjoying the process a lot more and feel that, okay, it's my time. So I really had to carve that out. I had to learn what fuels me. I do enjoy seeing, clinic patients one to one, going for events and teaching as well. I enjoy all that, but I know the next few days I have to decompress. I have to almost have stillness and be quiet around me and not have, don't see too many people and don't talk too much. That's just so that I can rest every part of me, not just mentally, physically, but also on a soul level as well, energetic level. So learning to listen to my body, learning to um, learning what what makes me rest, actually feel rested. That is, it's definitely a lifelong journey to do that. I think, and third thing is actually feeling safe. Feeling safe in the quiet, in the stillness, in the rest, and even feeling safe in the boredom. I don't know about you. When I was growing up, every time I want to relax, my mom will come out and say, "Oh, why are you resting? Why are you so lazy? Go get up, go do some exercise, or go do some homework." Or questioning, have I done my homework? And yeah, probably sometimes I haven't. But so every time when I'm sitting on the couch, resting, lying bed, resting, I'm always aware. I can feel the back of my awareness. Like, oh, is somebody gonna call me? Is somebody gonna catch me, find me resting? And I'm gonna be in trouble. And it's a weird sensation. And I know that's just the younger part of me. And I'm an adult now. I'm 47. I can choose when to rest, but that part will never go away. It's just, it's part of my makeup because it's just from my conditioning. I just had to be really aware of that part and being my adult self, have to really soothe her and help her feel safe. And it's okay to rest. It's okay to be still, to be quiet. Um, it's safe. And I think that actually comes down to feeling safe in our bodies, because when we're resting, when we are um, taking a break, we're actually being by ourselves. So it's feeling comfortable being in our bodies, being in our skin, feeling safe in ourselves, just by ourselves, and not needing someone else's validation or someone else to tell us, what we need to do, but also like what we should do. Um, whether that is, goals and, so other people's agenda. I think growing up, I know I was so in tune with other people's emotions and intentions and goals that I completely learned to bypass my own, not listening to my own instinct, learning how not listening to my inner wisdom. And it's last 5 years was slowly building that up. So it's finding being feeling safe in myself, and that comes with, I went for therapy, but journaling really helps me. I mean, I've got lots of books. You can see that, all the rows of books is all journals. Every year journals. Journaling really helps me. This week I just started back my Sunday summaries. It's basically a reflection exercise that I do, looking at my photos that I have taken throughout the week and just reflect what I did, how I felt, and what I learned, so that I can take it on to the next week because I don't feel, mistakes. Nothing. There's no bad mistakes or bad things, but it's more of like the lessons we learn from it. Every experience I've had that's been deemed bad, traumatic, I had to learn from it. And the biggest thing that it gave me from my two burnouts and my traumatic experience is feeling safe with myself, knowing that I've got my back, knowing that even if the world come crashing down and when everybody's back is turned, that I still have my back. I always get emotional with that. Yeah. Because growing up, not being able to do that and having able being able to do it now, it's a big thing. So if you are moving through that transition to learn how to love yourself, how to be your best cheerleader, how to be your protector, your healthy mother and healthy father yourself. That's like a whole other video on like inner child healing and learning to parent yourself. That's definitely a whole other video. Yeah, learning how to be safe in yourself. That's a huge, 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 yeah, achievement. I say huge achievement. And it never ends. It never ends. So if you're going through it, I really want to commend you and celebrate you because it's hard. It's hard work. Most people don't want to do it because it's scary. It's scary to face ourselves, scary to face our flaws, our shadows, our demons. And I feel once we feel safe in ourselves, it is easier to feel safe in others without losing ourselves. Because it's easy to feel safe in others because we feel that, when we look out to people to protect us, that is giving that, what's the word called, autonomy, the responsibility to other people. Say, no, you take care of me. Okay, you take care of my emotions. You know, but learning how to take care of yourself, being grounded, and learning how to pull yourself back and rest because you are aware of what's going on in your body and you're observing without judgment. Okay. And while still pursuing your goals, it's a worthwhile endeavor. Trust me, it's a worthwhile endeavor. Okay. Yeah. I hope that helps. Can cover quite a lot of stuff. I don't want to ramble. See to the ramble. So I hope that helps. Do let me know, how do you find slowing down? Do you struggle? What has been your journey to slowing down, being able to rest? And I will see you in the next video. All right. Have a great day and happy slowing down.